Okay, homework. Let's learn how to write equations of a line today. Okay, recall that the formula we use to determine the slope of a line is, if we have 2 points, let's call it point 1, containing the point, the coordinate x1, y1, and point 2, x2, and y2. Then the formula for the slope is m equals y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. This represents the y-coordinate of the second point, this one, we substitute in there, and y1 is the y-coordinate of your first point. Similarly, for x2, your x-coordinate of your second point, p2, subtract the x-coordinate of your point 1. Okay? The general equation of a line in slope and y-intercept form is then y equals mx plus b, where m here represent your slope and b is your y-intercept. That's the point where the line crosses the y-axis. Okay, let's look at examples. Here's our example 1. Write the equation of the line with the given slope and y-intercept. So here we're given m equals 3, which is our slope, and our y-intercept b equals -5. Recall that the equation, once again, is y equals mx plus b. Since we know m and we know b, we can just substitute it in and replace the value for m and b, and then we would have our equation. In this case, it would be y equals m is 3x plus our b is actually -5. But we never leave that way for an equation. We should simplify it. We never have two signs together like that. A positive and a negative. That simplifies to -5. So our equation then, given this slope of 3 and y-intercept of -5, is y equals 3x minus 5, and we're done. Now let's have a look at example B. The slope is 2/3. The y-intercept is 4. Again, our equation, general form, y equals mx plus b. We're going to replace m and b. Y equals m is 2/3 x, and b, since that's the 4, positive 4, just plus 4. Therefore the equation is y equals 2/3 x plus 4. We're done. Okay, let's look at our example number 2. How do we write the equation of a line if we're given a graph? Well, again, let's recall an equation of a line. What are the things that we need to be able to determine? We need to know the slope and the y-intercept. So just again recap, y equals mx plus b. So we need to know m and b. Which one's the easiest for us to determine from this graph? Well, y-intercept is where the line crosses. So this would be our y-intercept. Okay? So our b then in that case is 4. And as the point, that is 0 and 4. Now to find slope, determine that we need 2 points. So we can pick any point along this line. Pick any nice point. You can pick this one or this one. It's up to you. So let's go with this one. So this point is going to be 4 and 2. Okay, so point. Let's put it down here, 4 and 2. So we need to determine our slope. Slope, m equals y2 minus y1, or x2 minus x1. Okay, so we need to label our 2 points. Which one's going to be our x1, y1, and x2, y2? So let's above here, x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, once we have those points, let's substitute them in. y2 is 2 minus y1, or 4, all over x2 is 4 minus 0. So 2 minus 4, that gives us minus or -2. 4 minus 0 is 4. Now, when we have a fraction, we never leave it that way. If we can reduce, we always reduce. So negative 2/4 can be reduced down to negative 1/2. So our m is negative 1/2, and our b, our y-intercept, is 4. Therefore, our equation then is y equals negative 1/2 x plus 4. And we're done. Okay, let's look at our third example. Write the equation of a line with the slope given and a point. So again, always refer back to our general form of equation of a line. Y equals mx plus anyway, so we have our slope. Slope is given 2/3. We don't have b. That's the problem we have to figure out. But we are given, though, a point. That's 2 and negative 5. Well, what does the point translate into? That's the same thing as an x and a y coordinate. So this is x and this is y. Well, our general form of the equation, y equals mx plus b. If we look at it, we have a y, we have an m, x, and b. Well, we have m, we've got x, we've got y, we don't have b. If we replace all these items that we have into the equation, that leaves one variable unknown, the b, which we can solve for. So let's try that. Y, in this case, is negative 5. And our m is 2/3. Our x we have multiplied by 2. And plus b. So let's solve and work that out. This side then is negative 5 equals 2/3 times 2. That's 2 times 2, which is 4/3, plus our b. So to solve, to isolate for b, we need to get rid of this 4/3. So to get rid of that, we can subtract 4/3 on both sides. Okay, so this to write and make it look nicer, that should be minus 5 minus 4/3 equals to b. Since it's a fraction, we can find a common denominator. We're subtracting here, we need a common denominator. This is the same thing as negative 5/1 minus 4/3 equals b. Let's continue this over here. So we need a common denominator of 3. Multiply this by 3, multiply that by 3, and we're going to have negative 15 all over 3, and that's minus 4/3 equal to b. So this same common denominator we're adding and subtracting, we can put them all under one denominator. Minus 15 minus 4 equals b, which is the same thing as negative 19/3 equals b. So we've got b, we've got our m here. Those are the two key information we need. Therefore, our equation is y equals 2/3 x minus 19/3.